In today's tech news, you may have heard of bitcoins, but just what are they? Are they considered real currency? And perhaps are they a good investment?
Good questions. Tech expert Shelly Palmer is here now with more details on this. Good morning to you, Shelly.
Good morning. So Bitcoin has been in the news.
Yeah.
People like to call it a virtual currency. It's not a virtual currency. It is, the only thing virtual about it is that it's digital, but it's a virtual commodity. And so what actually happens in a virtual commodity is that it's mined like coal or gold or any other natural resource. And like any other natural resource, there's a finite amount of it. So in the case of bitcoins, there are really only ever going to be 21 million bitcoins, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. They're digital, and so people think, well, that means it's virtual. No, there will only ever be 21 million bitcoins. They are a computer file, but it's a computer file that cannot be copied. So the other day, Mt. Gox, the biggest exchange where bitcoins are traded, went out of business after about $400 million worth of bitcoins went missing. And they went missing in a really unfortunate way. And so the whole market in bitcoins sort of got rocked to its core. It's like there was a run on the bank because a whole bunch of them got stolen or were misplaced or were embezzled or we're never really going to know. So the thing is, should you get involved in bitcoins or should they be regulated? Well, Janet Yellen says they can't be regulated by the government. So you have this interesting store of value, this bitcoin that's digital, that people are saying, should I invest in? Should I go buy them? And oh, by the way, since it can't be traced, can I launder money with bitcoins? All these crazy questions about them. And the answer is really simplistic. Bitcoins are here to stay. The mathematics behind it are absolute. They are, in fact, a commodity. There will only ever be a certain amount of them, which makes them rare. They get harder and harder to mine. You need to mine a bitcoin. And by the time you get it to the last one, sometime in the year 2147, they'll mine the last bitcoin. And the last bitcoin will be around the 21 millionth bitcoin ever mined. And that'll be the last of it. So it's kind of a cool thing, and it is definitely able to be used as money or a currency. Money and currency, for those of us in the finance business, are slightly different, but in this case, as a commodity, you can trade it, which is how it's being dealt with now. And of course, this terrible thing with Mt. Gox, where this fascinating amount of money was embezzled, stolen, misplaced, or just gone missing, has caused everyone a little consternation.
How much does one Bitcoin cost, and is it a good investment?
So today at Bitstamp, which is an exchange that's doing just fine, bitcoins I think are going to open around $677 each. They've been as high as $1,030,
right,
$1,050 in the last few months. So is it a good investment? I think any investment you should consult your financial professional. We don't give financial advice. This is risky because there's no regulation. In the case of a U.S. dollar, the full faith and credit of the United States is behind it, including all our aircraft carriers, our nuclear submarines, the military, land, property rights, and the legal system. In the case of Bitcoin, it's a bunch of guys with computers. So you decide where's the risk a little higher.
Right.
You know, U.S. dollar is the exchange currency of the world. Bitcoin is, they're making it up as they go. But the good news is there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. And so it is going to be something that's a finite resource that can be traded. Is it something you want to invest in? You choose.
Yeah, it's sort of the unknown, right?
Seriously unknown, but super fun.
Super fun.
All right, Shelly
Buy a
Palmer.
little one at a time. Don't buy lots, buy little.
Okay.
Good to see you this morning, Shelly. Thanks very much.